What's up, Team X back again? I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley lately, and so I pretty much don't even grow crops anymore unless I absolutely need them. So yeah, we're gonna make a bit of money today. I'm gonna sell. I've been collecting like all these wines and Purple Star wines and just artisan goods, just to see how much money I would get for selling all of this. So we'll start with the wine and ancient fruit. I highly recommend the ancient fruit whenever you get the ancient seeds to breed those and multiply them. It's definitely good to have. I actually don't have any more because I have 700 bottles in the cellar, and so it's more. It's enough for like. It's a lot. It's enough for like 3 years in game. So, and as you can see, I've got sweet gem berries growing here, and then I've got coffee growing right here to speed things up. Since obviously drinking coffee makes your character run a lot faster. So that's the greenhouse. That's where I grow everything, and then I throw it in here into all these kegs. And there's nothing in there now except just I'm making coffee in here. I converted it because again I have so many bottles of wine that I need to age in the cellar of the house that it would take forever. So there's no reason for me to have any more. So I just filled all these kegs after getting a batch back. But as you can see, look at that. I've got almost 700 bottles after filling these kegs just now. And yeah, so we got 8. There were some that were left over, so pick the 8. Alright, let's see. Okay, so that's basically the wine operation. And so down here we have caviar. Caviar comes from sturgeon, so I highly recommend you catch a sturgeon and make yourself a pond or two. And then you obviously take that caviar and you just throw it in here into these little containers. I can't remember what they're called, but preserves jar. You throw in a preserves jar and they do their thing, and you come out with caviar, which is pretty awesome. Here's other stuff that I catch in these traps here. I need to expand that. I haven't focused on it. Here we have the honey. So the different types of flowers in this game, if you grow different flowers in different seasons, you'll get different types of honey from the beehives, which is really cool. I think the best you can grow in the summer is poppy, but the best one are fairy seeds, and I've actually multiplied a ton of those, so I keep them in this little chest. So I got a lot of fairy seeds, and I bought a bunch of jazz seeds. Don't know why there's a snail in there. But yeah, so planting this, and I have a sprinkler, of course, so I don't have to mess with it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and pick up this truffle oil from my oil making machines, and then I'll go over the truffles. So I have 2 barns, fully upgraded barns that have pigs, and so these pigs will go out and they'll find truffles, and I also have one of the specializations or perks, I guess you could say, where you can get double of a foraged item. So when I pick it up, I have about usually around 50% or so. I would say it's around 50%. You have a 50% chance or so of getting double, so you get 2 instead of 1. I wind up with 15 to 16 a day, if not more, and I don't even have this barn full. These barns are not full. I can't keep up with the amount of these truffles that these pigs find. And so on a rainy day like this, they're not going to hunt any truffles, but when it's sunny, they will just move around the property and pull up truffles everywhere, and it gets pretty crazy. And so you pop the truffles in here. Again, I also have a perk that gives me Purple Star forageables. So all the truffles, perfect, I actually have some truffles to show you. So that all the truffles I pick up now are Purple Star, which are worth I think 1,450 with the artisan perk. If you make truffle oil, I think it gives it a little bit more value, but honestly, it's really not super worth it. If you want to just do it as like a real quick thing, maybe you're drinking coffee and you're able to run around really fast, you can throw a bunch of truffles in here, great. So yeah, that's basically how the truffles work. That's how the pond works, and that's how the honey works. And this is, again, I'm an artisan type setup in the game. I've got like probably 55 hours on this save or more. In year 3, I've basically focused on trying to get as much money as I could, and I had a really good run in Skull Cavern, which gave me plenty of iridium to craft what I needed, especially these sprinklers, because they're game changing. Not having to water crops every day is hugely important. So we have that, and then of course I have fruit in the cave over here, which is not really worth much, but you can make this into preserves and into wine and things like that. So I don't really mess with most of these fruits. I usually stick to ancient fruit, which kind of grows like strawberries and blueberries and cranberries, where you can just pick it and it keeps growing. It grows back within like a week. So that's something I like to do with that. I don't really, like I said, I don't really use this fruit. Sometimes I'll just run in here and kind of throw some in there. It's just something to sell, but again, with what I'm doing now in the game, and as you can see, all of the fruit that I just picked up is now purple star quality fruit. So I have stacks over here, as you can see, of the other stuff, and you know, you can kind of do what you want with it, but there's really no reason to mess with it when you're making as much money as this character is basically making now. So let's go dump the rest of this into here. Actually, I don't know why we would dump it in there. We're going to go ahead and add all this to our inventory. And here we go. I even got some sweet gem berries, so let me throw some garbage in there. Things I don't really need. And we'll grab those sweet gem berries. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go over this. We got 94 ancient fruit, purple star. We've got 18 silver star sweet gem berries, 21 regular sweet gem berries, 9 sweet gem berries that are gold. We have 10 purple star meads, 1 truffle, because I want to show you the value on those. Starfruit wine, 11 purple star starfruit wine, not too bad. A whole bunch of pine tar and maple syrup. We're not going to focus too much on these. They're probably not going to give us too much. Okay, we've got 80 poppy honey, 60 fairy rose honey, 120 wild honey, and 80 blue jazz honey. And we've got 28 pieces of caviar, and we have a monster stack of truffle oil, 983. I've been playing for collecting this stuff for about a year in game as I go through and do this. So we're gonna put that in there, and I have a golden pumpkin that I found. I don't know if it's worth anything. It says it's valuable, so maybe it'll give me something. As you can see, I'm at 1.54 mil right now. We're going to go okay, and we are going to sleep to the next day. Alright, this ought to be interesting. I'm definitely interested in seeing the values of this and how much I get. It should be very, very big numbers. So, okay. Wow, so wow. So the truffle oil, as you can see, has contributed to 1.46 million gold, which is just nuts. The caviar, 28. I don't have a very big operation for caviar, so I don't have a lot, but almost 20,000 gold on that. 80 blue jazz honey, 20,000. 16,000 for the wild honey. Fairy rose honey, the biggest value at only 16. The smallest, or 60. The smallest number, basically, of any one of these stacks of honey, and it's still produced. It's still made way more. 80 poppy honey, 42,000. 11 starfruit wines. Look at that. Almost 70,000 gold off of only 11 starfruit wines. And again, they are purple quality. It does take like 2 seasons to age this stuff, so it's not something that I recommend. Well, I wouldn't say not recommend. I would say it's a good bet, that and ancient fruit. I don't recommend mead. That's what I was going to say. Mead, as you can see, you're not getting very much off of it even when you age it, and it takes just as long. Actually, maybe not as long, but it takes a long time. Alright, let's go back. Let's check out our maple syrup. So we made an okay amount of gold on that, but this is collecting for like a year plus. So it's not really worth messing with if you just put your focus on artisan stuff or maybe increasing the value of your crops. It just depends. Sweet gem berries, of course, are worth a ton of money in this game. As you can see, 18 silver ones, 67,000, even 21 regular quality. 63,000 gold. That is nuts. But as you can see, the truffle, 1,250, and then it goes up to like 1,400, I want to say, when you make it into oil. So is it really worth it? Probably not, because most of the value is already there. It's probably easier just to pick them up and sell them every day. But as you can see, after 1 year there, 2.3 million total for for that entire year of collecting with my new artisan setup. So as you can see, I am now almost at 4 million, and I still have, no, I emptied the fridge out. I was going to say I had some wine in there, but so we've got a new batch going down there, and it's a regular sunny day. Sprinklers are doing their job. I've got some individual crops. It says ship 1 of every crop. Looks like we have some caviar that's done and some more eggs, so we'll pop that back in there and get that going. I will go ahead and drink some coffee, make my character run faster. And again, it's just the same thing every day. You maybe want to walk up to the pigs, right-click while, pointing their direction. Get the little love hearts, and they're just going to start popping truffles out of the ground here in just a moment. In fact, I'm just going to go up here, and there goes one right there. But we'll go check on the greenhouse. I could probably go ahead and replant here. I I do have starfruit seeds. I have a lot of those, so that probably would be the way to go. I guess I'm going to go ahead and do that. Why not? With the fully upgraded tools, this is just a joke as far as how long this takes, so it's amazing in this game when you level up, when you get different upgrades to your character, your energy, things like that. And so for starfruit, I don't even recommend using fertilizer because you'll get quite a few high quality ones, but even if you don't, they're still worth so much that it's just it's ridiculous. Now the real issue with starfruit and sweet gem berries, and even ancient fruit when you first start it, is it just takes forever to grow. It takes 20 to 30 days depending on which one it is, and it just takes forever. It takes forever to grow. So we could water it, but we'll let the sprinklers do that the next day. And let's go check in here. I don't think I had anything going. So again, I don't have anything running right now. You know what I could do? This is, again, just something you can do. It's not really worth it, especially when you start making the kind of bank that you just saw. Like, there's no reason to mess with that. Oop, I took the starfruit seeds. Probably should put it back. So let's just grab a bunch of fruit out of here. I've got 21, a stack of 21, 20, 30, stack of 11, a stack of 28, a stack of 30. So we'll just take those. We'll go into here and we'll just make a bunch of different types of wines. We'll start a bunch of these kegs. Why not? And now we're gonna go with cherry wine. To apples. I've actually never made apple. I don't know if it makes cider or what it makes in this game. And I've got 50 hours in this game. There's just so much to this game. It's very deep. I highly recommend playing it if you get addicted to these type of games and this is kind of what you like to do. It's a bit of a grind, I'll tell you that right now. This game is a huge grind when you start, but and we'll just throw the rest of this in here. Oh, those are gold nuggets. Coffee beans. We'll take that. Actually, no, we won't, because we can't make coffee, because all the kegs are now doing what they're supposed to do. So, and this is a little blacksmith shop I made, kind of where you just make things. I'm gonna put all my rare crows there, you know. Okay, so, yeah, that's basically been it. Let's go take a look at the truffles right quick, and then we'll end this video. So, as you can see, 3, well, no, I've got no doubles yet, no doubles. Wow, I'm not getting any doubles, that's weird. I usually get duplicates, you know, I pick up one and I get 2, type of a thing. But either way, these pigs, like I said, they produce a lot of these truffles. As you can see, look, there's even ones hidden behind the barn here. And it just gets to the point. And again, you can just, if you're, you know, throw them in here if you want to. These machines don't take, or the oil machines don't take long to do what they need to do. You can do like 2 batches a day or so in these. So, you can do that, but I don't know if I recommend it. I set this up because I'm set up for the artisan skill, but realistically speaking, it's probably not even worth the extra 200 gold per to throw them in there. And again, I'm basically on autopilot at this point in the game because, oh, there goes another one. And they'll do this all day. It's only 10 a.m., so you'll just randomly get these. And that's another thing. I don't know if they maybe produce more if I just stay. Like, if I don't go to sleep and I just let the game run, like, will I get more? You know, I don't know. That's a good theory to test. So, anyways, that's been it. That's just kind of going over my farm, where I'm at in the game. Alright, so that's been it. You know, I just wanted to show you my farm here and kind of show you I've been collecting a ton of those artisan goods just so I can make one big sale there. And we'll just take that. We don't need this anymore. We're just going to sell it every day or